Hello again. I'm laughing because I'm a nut. I am a nut. I've just got to do this quick video because I just had a miracle and I want to pass it on. I'm just so full of joy at the moment. I mean, my spiritual master Maharaji always says, behind the cup of sorrow is the cup of joy. And I think having got rid of all that grief and sadness, you know, that this joy is beginning to bubble. I've just had a miracle. It is a miracle. You will laugh, but it is. First of all, I went to Pet with my favourite place this morning to do a bit of Sainsbury's shopping and to talk to my RAF friends. I just wanted to get out. Lovely day, trees, and I went to Sainsbury's and got some favourite things. I thought, oh, this is good. I mean, simple pleasures. I mean, I don't have a lot of pleasures and big stuff, you know, but to go to Sainsbury's and get a few things and go and sit with the trees and a flask of coffee and a paper, to me that's just heaven, you know. And I got back and there's a good film on in a minute called Kinky Boots. I was just settling down to the film, having had a nice little salad, and at the front door knocked, you know, and people don't knock on my door, especially on a Sunday. And I opened the door and this man standing there. He said, you've left your keys in the lock. I left my front door keys in the lock. That was very kind of him to stop. And before he went, I said, do you cut grass? Yes, he said. I said, oh no, you don't. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. If you could see my garden, the grass is almost about, well, it will be hay before long. You need a scythe. It's that long because I can't do it. I've got a mower, but I can't do it. It's not a big garden, but I've mentioned this so many times. My garden is a saga, plus phones. Mobile phones and my garden. And last year some strange plants grew. I think they were called mano, and they were almost trees. They were, well, huge things. I've mentioned them before. Now, of course, they all died off, and there's a great pile of dead wood and stuff, and it's a mess. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do about all this? I can't do it. And I tell you before, out here, people they don't exist. It's the end of the world. I keep ringing up for gardeners, oh, it's too far to come, or they don't turn up, or it's just a nightmare. So I've been getting really, really worried every day, trying to manifest a gardener. I don't know how you manifest, but I don't. Well, I am actually getting better at it, but I can't manifest money. I try to imagine seeing a gardener there pushing a mower. That's one of my things. I imagine seeing it, you know. And whenever I go out there, I said it won't be long, somebody will be coming soon to cut the grass. Things like that, little things. Anyway, this chap, very nice, well, I don't know, just a neighbour, apparently lives down the road. And he said about these keys, and I said, do you cut grass? Yes, he said. I said, no, I couldn't believe it. I thought he was joking. He said, no, I live down the road, I'll do it for you. I said, well, I'll pay you, obviously. I said, I've got a mower. Oh, don't worry, he said, I've got a petrol mower. So it was like, in 2 minutes, I went and got this person to cut the grass for me. He said about 10 quid an hour, which is what I would pay anybody else. It's not enough, I know, but and I couldn't undo the back gate. Have you seen a video about my saga trying to mend the back gate? It's a wooden gate by my bedroom. It bangs, bang, bang when it's windy. So I went out there the other night at 2 o'clock in the morning with a hammer. I got tissue with a hammer and hammer, solid iron. It's solid iron. So now I can't undo it. So this man's come to do the grass. I can't get through my back door, so I had to come round. This is me, already on my knees. I've been out this morning. Got the hammer and managed to undo it so he could get in and look at the grass. I felt so embarrassed. I mean, I'm usually very good at gardening. I've always had nice gardens, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. I said, I'm really embarrassed about this pile of stuff. I mean, remember those trees I told you about that grew? They're called mano trees, and they were up to here. They're more than weeds. They're a forest. You know, not a big forest, but a forest. And they've all died off. And there's all this dead wood. I was thinking of actually setting fire to it, but I thought, no, me, I got the fence next to it, that'll set fire to the fence as well, so I've left it. He said, don't worry about that, I've got a trailer. It just gets, I thought, I don't believe this is happening, I don't believe it. Which I shouldn't say that, really, should I? But it's been absolutely magical, really. So he's coming, since the car's not here, he's got a petrol mower, doesn't need me, but I'll obviously pay him, you know, so however long it takes, I'll pay you. So I just got on, tell the good news, spread the good news, as they say. And I am feeling a lot better today. I'm sorry about yesterday's video. I don't know what you thought of it. I must have laughed my head, or the day before, whenever. I was like everybody else in a bit of a mini panic. I was really in a state. See, trouble is, I get too much energy. I've got nothing to do with it. I mean, not physical, it's psychic energy, and it's got to go somewhere. So every now and then I have these little hysterics, you know, just to get the energy out. And last night, well, I don't know whether you'll believe this, but I've got a lot of qualifications. I've got about 10 certificates down there, all in Prem's hypnosis, hypnotherapy, aromatherapy, counselling, healing. I've got so many qualifications. I think I've said this before. I've been too ill to do any of it, and besides, I don't know if I really want to. I don't want the physical stuff, you know. So anyway, they're all there, and what was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought. I can't. I'm going to say, oh yes, hypnotherapy. Now, last night, I don't know about you, what sort of pain you're going through with these new energies, but this last week has absolutely driven me up the wall. I've been in so much pain, so much pain. Is it going? I can't see if it's moving. I'm going to check this. Is it? Oh, I think it is. Yes. So much pain. I mean, paracetamol won't touch it. I just don't know what to do. I'm in here. I've got a drumstick, and I tend to sort of beat the muscles to shut them up. That sometimes helps, gets the circulation going. You won't know what I go through. Feet in the water, and the pain was so bad last night. I don't know what to do. I mean, any of you that have experienced pain will know what it's like. Middle of the night. Why? What's caused it? So I have this thing called ME, myalgic encephalitis. I've had it for the last 40 years, and you get relapses every now and then. Nobody knows what it is. It's a nervous system, I think. But I did have 2 bagels yesterday, and sometimes gluten affects me. So where was that? Oh, the other, I don't know. Anyway, in desperation, a thought came to me. Well, you know what these thoughts are. Have you tried self-hypnosis? Self-hypnosis. Well, you can hypnotize yourself. It's a technique. Because I can do hypnosis. I think it's a very good thing for some things. And I'm quite good at it, apparently. I've been told. I passed my exams anyway. So this self-hypnosis, what a good idea. I could try it, but of course it's a technique that I'm not sure I would remember. So I went to sleep. I did actually send myself to sleep. Then I thought, well, why not ask? I'm not sure what to use his name now. I could use his name, Dr. Joshua Stone. He was a teacher at the IAM University in Los Angeles. He was a very good teacher. He's deceased now. He's written lots and lots of books. This is my favourite. I think I've done a video about him. It's called Soul Psychology, and in here is the techniques for hypnosis, self-hypnosis, hypnosis. It's a brilliant book, Soul Psychology. And he's the one that runs the Wesak Festival in May in Mount Shasta, California. I went to, in fact, this is so peculiar, the synchronicity. Just this morning I was thinking, should I re-upload that Wesak video? Because it's 2 years old, but it's a brilliant video. I mean, you know what I mean? It's a lot of information about this wonderful Wesak festival. So shall I upload it? I thought, well, it's in May, but I looked at it and thought it's not a good video. It's very blurred, you know. I thought, well, I could do a little video, a new one, and upload the old one. The thing is, you can't upload the old ones because my friend's taken them all off because the D file was full up. So I can send a link, but I can't upload the video. Sorry, I'm sidetracking again. What was I doing? Oh, self-hypnosis. Anyway, I thought this sounds very silly. The man's in spirit. I knew him 20 years ago. I used to go to the festivals. I've had a hug with him. You know, he used to write to me actually when I was really going through a bad time. I had a very bad breakdown when I was living 20 years ago in a very isolated place, and I hadn't got a computer then. I used to write to him in USA, in California, Los Angeles. I used to write to him on my typewriter. This is the days before computers, mobile phones, anything, 20 years ago, primitive land. And he used to write back by hand. Now he's a very busy man, he runs a huge centre, he used to write back by hand. When the letter came to the post of the American, he saved my life. He did really save my life. He was the only one that I knew that could help me, and just his writing to me, I can't tell you how wonderful it was. And anyway, so he said come over. I couldn't have gone over. Not only expensive wise, it would have been too much of a. I wish I had gone because I'm sure I'd had a really good time. Anyway, he's now in spirit, and I kept writing to him by email, and he was replying by email, and I found out recently that he died 20 years ago. Well, I haven't written to him for 10 years, but anyway. So I suddenly thought, this is the man that's written a book about hypnosis. Why don't I ask him if he can help me? I know it sounds very silly, doesn't it? It really does sound very silly. But I thought, well, you don't know to get asked, do you? I mean, I do believe anything is possible. I mean, the spirits are there. The thing is, I don't hear words, and you need to have inductions and so forth with hypnotherapy. I said to my Lord, really appreciate your help to get me to sleep. I haven't slept for many days now. I get about an hour at a time. That's all I get. Could you help me get to sleep and to help with this pain? I don't get answers. I don't hear words. I just have to trust. I did actually go to sleep, and I do feel a lot better today. So, well, he would be brilliant because he's the one that's written the book. He was a Jewish teacher, a pastor, a psychologist. I mean, he was a top notch, you know. So I'm waiting for the third miracle now. I'd like a nice man to come and help take me out for tea. Why not, eh? Why not? Anyway, there we go. So that's my miracle day. I thought you'd enjoy that as a kind of. I hope that they want to sort of delete it somewhat. But then I am all things, aren't we all things? And I'm not afraid of being all things. I know I'm silly at times, but I've got to be silly because that's me, isn't it? You know, I've always been a bit silly. So anyway, darlings, thank you for being patient with me and still following in my tracks. That's some very nice comments from a lovely lady. She really cheered me up. That's what I need now and then. And of course we all do, don't we? But there we are. Miracle day. The grass is being cut and I've got my hypnotherapy. I said to her, maybe we could do it for a few days to get my sleep pattern back and then I could try it myself again. I don't know if any opinions you have on these things, and if you want to know anything, please ask. Because I've got a load of information up there. I think I could answer most questions. Okay, my loves, you take care of yourselves. God bless for now.